Do you often shop at Walmart? Walmart is known for its surprisingly low prices, and many people believe they've scored a great deal when they grab those bargains. But some of the cheapest items on those shelves are quietly destroying the health of millions of Americans every year. A close friend of mine has worked at Walmart for 6 years. He has a blacklist, 12 items that every insider avoids without hesitation. Some of them are marked down by as much as 80%, but the consequences: allergic reactions, digestive disorders, and medical bills that linger for months. The worst part: at least 3 of these items are probably already in your meals or in your cabinets. According to internal sources, 65% of shoppers are visually manipulated by strategic labeling and product placement, turning clearance junk into must-buy deals. In this video, I'll break it all down, item by item, trick by trick, and show you exactly what you need to eliminate before it's too late. Watch until the end. One decision today could save you hundreds of dollars and a health scare you never saw coming. Teen air mattresses. A $25 air mattress might seem like the perfect solution for guests camping or emergencies. But if you've ever slept on one of Walmart's best sellers, it's time you hear the truth. A consumer group in Texas sent a batch of these budget air mattresses to a local material lab after their 7-year-old son experienced full-body itching, difficulty breathing, and rashes just one night after sleeping on it. The results stunned everyone. The inner lining was made of recycled synthetic fibers from animal fur, including chicken and duck feathers. Worse still, some pre-inflated imported models were found to contain traces of formaldehyde and volatile organic compounds. VOCs, chemicals often found in industrial adhesives and cleaning solvents. According to Walmart employees, air mattresses are among the most frequently returned items, not because they deflate quickly, but because customers complain of intense odors, dizziness upon waking, and skin irritation. Poor seam quality, leaky valves, and laughable repair kits. These are expected, but the hidden threat of toxic and dirty materials, that's the real danger no one's warning you about. And do you know what all these models have in common? They come from anonymous, subcontracted factories in remote areas, facilities with zero oversight from the FDA, EPA, or any independent health organization. All it takes is a stamp, a label, a box, and suddenly it's on Walmart's shelves, promising convenience, ease. Great price. But cheap should describe the product, not what you trust to protect your body while you sleep. A simple comparison. A sound asleep mattress comes with an anti-allergy barrier, certified airflow testing, and a 1-year warranty. And the cheap one: you don't know if you'll wake up on the floor in the ER or in the middle of a class action lawsuit. You can take chances with kitchen gadgets, but never gamble with your sleep or your health. 9 cheap cosmetics and skincare products. They often show up in the most harmless way: tiny tubes of whitening cream, acne gels, anti-aging serums neatly placed near the checkout aisle, right between the chewing gum and AA batteries. The price: tempting, just $3 to $5. But according to Walmart employees, these are some of the most frequently returned and most problematic items in the entire beauty section. The real cost isn't a few bucks, it's your skin and your health. At first glance, these products seem like a steal: shiny packaging, bold claims of fast results, sometimes even labeled natural or herbal. But the truth shows up after just a few days of use: skin redness, burning, swelling, or peeling. These items are not FDA approved, have no known manufacturers, and many are suspected to contain unsafe ingredients like hydroquinone, corticosteroids, or heavy metals, especially in whitening creams or unregulated melasma gels. Some customers have even filed lawsuits with state authorities after suffering widespread dermatitis infections and long-term pigmentation damage. One product described by a customer as an exfoliating cream was found to contain abrasive microplastics, tiny industrial-grade beads that caused micro-tears in the skin. The damage wasn't visible to the eye, but enough to trigger inflammation. The deeper concern lies in how these items are sold, not in the main cosmetics section where brand oversight exists, but near checkout zones where consumer psychology is easily swayed by low prices and impulse buying. You thought you were just grabbing something extra, but what you really did was place a bet on your own face. Compared to trusted brands like CeraVe, Neutrogena, The Ordinary, or Cetaphil, these off-brand products come with no traceability, no testing transparency, and no customer support. We're not saying every item near the checkout is harmful, but when the ingredients are vague, the brand is unverified, and the source of import is unclear. The real question isn't, is it cheap? It's, does your skin deserve to be gambled like this? But what worries us even more are the items not used on skin, but given to children. Toys that look harmless, yet come with no safety certification, no details on paint materials or plastic fragments, and no one can say for sure whether they're truly safe for your child. So what's really inside that $190 toy you just bought? That's the bigger question. We'll uncover in the next part. 8 uncertified children's toys. They look harmless, brightly colored musical, or light up perfectly positioned on low shelves at a child's eye level. Prices range from just $1 to $10. That's why so many parents casually grab one thinking it'll bring a few hours of joy. But according to Walmart employees, cheap toys with no clear safety certification are one of the top reasons for product returns and even lawsuits. An internal report from a store in Ohio recorded over 170 toy returns in the first quarter alone due to breakage, leakage, or allergic skin reactions. The cause wasn't rough play. It was poor manufacturing, brittle, recycled plastic, toxic adhesives, and sloppy design. Many toys broke after just 1 or 2 uses, leaving behind razor-sharp plastic shards or loose button batteries, posing choking electrical or poisoning hazards if swallowed. A 4-year-old boy in Texas was rushed to the ER after biting into a loose battery from a musical light-up toy sold at Walmart that lacked any battery protection. Another case in New Jersey involved a girl scratched on the cheek by a broken plastic piece from a $399 toy car, completely lacking ASTM CPSIA or any U.S. safety certifications. According to staff in Walmart's Toys and Baby section, these products carry no certification seals, no ASTM approval, no CPSIA compliance, no traceable vendor codes. Some barcodes even scan as unknown vendor, like handing your child to a babysitter whose background is a mystery. These bright, fun, noisy toys are often mass-imported, repackaged, locally plastered with unlicensed cartoon characters, and sold fast during holiday seasons. Put them on a low shelf, add a discount sign, and parents will pick them up. You think you're giving your child a gift, but if that gift can snap in half, spark from a battery, or leach unprocessed industrial plastic, are you sure it's not danger dressed in colorful paint? Is a $2 uncertified toy worth gambling? Your child's hands, eyes, and still developing immune system. And what happens when those cheap toys begin to fall apart 10 minutes into playtime? 7 cheap brandless batteries and power banks. There's something sitting in backpacks, purses, or on nightstands in millions of homes. Its small, lightweight lights up when plugged in, and if you bought it at Walmart for under $20, it might just be a plastic-wrapped mini time bomb. According to Consumer Reports, unbranded power banks are responsible for over 500 minor fire incidents in the past 3 years, many involving Walmart's budget product lines. Sound familiar? They drain fast, don't charge properly, heat up even when barely used, and in some cases swell or even pop when left inside a hot car. One Texas user filed a lawsuit after a battery purchased from Walmart started a small fire on her daughter's study desk. Walmart's response: no evidence of product malfunction, but the item was only listed in their system as imported tech accessory. No manufacturer, no UL certification, no traceability. The sales strategy: display them near the exit, shiny packaging filled with words like Safe Smart QC Passed, but inside circuitry as thin as paper, no short circuit protection. One engineer put it bluntly: looks premium on the outside, built like a toy on the inside. Only this one could burn down your phone. Think you're saving a few bucks. What if the real cost is a charred outlet, a sleepless night, or worse, a child in the next room? Yes, you can still use power banks. Just don't let a charger be the reason you're writing an insurance report. And if a tiny battery can burn through peace of mind, What about the doormats and floor rugs you step on every day? Brandless, unsuspecting, soft to the touch. But are they really as harmless as they seem? 6 Walmart private label towels. At first glance, they seem like the perfect bathroom deal stacked neatly on Walmart shelves, thick, soft, and cozy to the touch. The label says 100% cotton and the price. About the same as 2 cups of coffee. A perfect steal for your new bathroom until you bring it home, wash it once and realize you've just bought sandpaper disguised as a towel. According to Walmart insiders, this is one of the most frequently returned items in the home goods section, not because of visible defects, but because no one expects a towel that looks premium to degrade so fast. After just 1 or 2 washes, all that plush thickness disappears. The towel becomes as thin as tissue paper, absorbs almost nothing, and worse, it leaves behind lint on your skin, your hair, and your clothes. For people with sensitive skin, it gets worse. Some have reported redness rashes on the neck, shoulders, and face after drying off. The likely culprit? Recycled fibers bleached with industrial chemicals far from the standards of true high-quality cotton. One customer left a review saying, after the second wash, it stopped absorbing and had this awful chemical smell that wouldn't go away. These towels also shed excessively clogging washing machines and coating your skin in fine fabric dust with every dry. We often think towels are cheap and replaceable, but you use them on your face, your neck, your body, right when your pores are open, post-shower. If every wipe feels like a scrape leaves behind lint and makes your skin feel dry instead of refreshed, that's no longer a towel. For just a few more dollars, you could have had Turkish cotton or high-thread count terry cloth that's soft absorbent and keeps its form after dozens of washes. So ask yourself, do you want to save $3 today or save yourself from frustration every morning for the next 3 months? Don't let a towel teach you a lesson in smart shopping by turning every shower into a scratchy reminder of regret. 5 Walmart-branded LED light bulbs. From the outside, Walmart's private label LED bulbs seem like a solid buy, sleek design, promises of long life and half the price of Philips or GE. But that glow, it's a false light and where all the trouble begins. According to store staff, these bulbs are among the most returned items in the lighting section, not just because of flickering or sudden failure, but because of far worse issues, electrical shorting leakage, and even minor shocks when touched. One employee didn't mince words. We call it the light of regret, because customers always come back angry, confused, and scared. A light bulb is something people buy, screw in, and forget. But just weeks later, you're standing in a dark room, staring at a dead bulb, wondering what exactly you saved other than a headache. One customer shared, I climbed up to change the bulb, and when I screwed it in, it sparked. Luckily, I pulled my hand away in time. That $5 almost took me out. Several complaints have reached local consumer protection offices, especially about budget LED models, causing minor electrical accidents when used with older sockets or mismatched fixtures. The worst part, there's zero warning on the packaging, only bold promises of brighter, longer-lasting light. In reality, cheap but power-hungry as many customers describe it. Beyond the risk of electrical failure, these bulbs distort indoor color tones, flicker constantly, and cause eye strain particularly harmful to seniors and young children. Some users have even reported mild dizziness after reading or cooking under Walmart brand LED lighting. What's the result? You climb up, take it out, put in a new one again and again, all for a one-time deal that became a recurring expense. That's not saving. That's gambling with risk and repeat spending. And if a single bulb can hide that much danger, what about those transparent plastic bins you're using to store your food, clothes, and children's toys? Are they truly safe, or are they polished containers hiding a silent warning? We'll uncover that in the next section. 4 clear plastic storage bins. You walk into Walmart with a mission: declutter, organize, bring order to your living space. Those clear plastic bins with snap-on lids, sturdy handles, stackable design, and a price of just a few dollars look like the perfect solution. A beautiful start to a tidy room, but then you take them home. Within a week, the handle snaps as you lift it. The body cracks under the weight of a few decorative items. The lid no longer fits, warped by even the lightest pressure. What once felt like smart storage quickly turns into something you want to throw away along with everything inside. According to Walmart employees, these bins are among the most frequently returned household items. Why? The plastic is brittle, prone to cracking, and lacks durability or heat resistance. One staff member put it plainly, customers come back holding broken lids, saying, "I didn't even get to store anything before it snapped." Hey, these look great on the shelf, but they're not worth it in use. Some customers also reported a harsh plastic odor when bins were stored near the kitchen or left in a hot car, raising serious safety concerns. I stored some dry snacks inside. After one afternoon, I opened the lid and smelled burnt plastic. I couldn't even touch the cookies. If you're someone who loves stacking bins to keep things neat, you'll quickly learn the hard way. One light tug and the lid pops off the bin, collapses, and everything spills. That's when it hits you. This didn't help you get organized, it made the mess worse. So why not choose trusted brands like Sterilite or Rubbermaid, built to stack safely, handle pressure, and avoid releasing toxic fumes when exposed to heat? 3 cheap kitchen appliances. Ever wonder why a blender costs less than a large Starbucks coffee? The answer may lie in the pop. Some customers heard just before the blade shot off the base and landed in the palm of their hand. From $12 toasters to $19 sandwich makers, ultra-cheap kitchen appliances are flooding Walmart shelves. According to insiders, these items are frequently returned either because they go brain dead after just a few uses, or worse, they cause injuries. One customer reported getting burned when her air fryer exploded mid-cycle on high heat. Another spent 2 weeks treating a deep cut after a blade came loose during cleaning. These incidents aren't rare. There have been actual lawsuits filed against certain mainstays appliances due to motor defects. Where do these devices come from? Mostly from unknown manufacturers in China, where quality is measured by order volume, not usage lifespan. Motors are built from recycled materials. Lightweight, cheap, and short-lived, circuit boards are sloppily assembled. Power output is weaker than a $5 mini fan. One Walmart tech staff member admitted, "We had to recall a batch because over 80% of the units failed after less than 10 uses." Worse yet, the design mimics top-tier brands, looks like Philips, feels like Ninja Foodie, but only on the outside. Open it up, and you'll find a heating fan smaller than your palm non-stick coating that flakes off after 2 rounds of fries, and control panels with buttons that lag or trigger functions you didn't even press. Many people think they're clever for scoring a kitchen gadget under $30, but that's not a deal. It's a ticket to the warranty center. Instead of eating clean, you're ingesting chemical coatings. Instead of saving oil, you're spending on electricity, antacids, and a replacement machine in 3 weeks. You think you're saving money, but is any deal worth a sliced hand, a fried outlet, or a morning that ends in an ER visit? You can skip breakfast, just don't skip common sense. 2 ultra-cheap fashion clothing. I once thought I'd found a great deal. A dress that looked decent for the price of a bubble tea. The color popped, the fit hugged just right, and the tag promised soft fabric easy to wash. Then I washed it just once, and by the next morning, it looked like the tired, saggy version of itself, fresh off a bad night's sleep. The color had bled, and the shape had stretched beyond recognition. A friend once told me, cheap clothes are for one photo, then the trash. But I didn't think one time meant inside the dressing room. Some of these fabrics even cause mild skin irritation, especially around the neck and shoulders, where untreated synthetic fibers rub directly against the skin. One person described wearing it as like hugging a sandpaper towel that's gently scratching your back. A staff member at a large Walmart store said bluntly, "We get returns on these constantly. Seams unravel shapes, deform, or they shrink into a joke after a single wash." The real issue isn't just poor quality, it's the illusion that ultra-cheap fashion creates. You think you're buying a brand new outfit. What you're really doing is renting a top for 72 hours, and if you're thinking, "At least I saved money," take a look in your closet. How many items did you buy because they were cheap, but never wore or tossed after just one wash? One brandless floor rugs and doormats. They sit neatly rolled up in the home goods aisle priced under $10 in calm, earthy tones that seem to match your entryway perfectly. But within just 48 hours at home, the illusion shatters. You realize you've brought home a slippery, low-quality rug that sheds like a Halloween costume after midnight. According to one Walmart employee at the returns desk, these look fine on the shelf, but customers come back for every reason imaginable, torn, slippery, unrecognizable. They're placed next to scented candles, velvet throws, and signs that say, "Home Sweet Home," as if you're buying comfort itself, but the truth is anything but comforting. One light slip on these rugs can be dangerous, especially for toddlers running around or seniors whose joints are as fragile as glass. A rug isn't just for decor, it's for safety, hygiene, and peace of mind. And you'll know you made the wrong choice the moment you catch yourself standing on it muttering, "I should have paid the extra $5, so there you have it. 10 everyday items that seem convenient, but may cause more trouble than you think. And every one of them comes from real experiences shared by the people working behind the counter every single day. Maybe you've bought some of these before. Maybe you're still using them. But if today you learned even one thing that helps you avoid wasting money, then this wasn't a warning. It was empowerment. Have you ever fallen for a bargain at Walmart? That turned out to be a big regret. Drop a comment below your experience might save someone else's wallet. And if this video helped you shop a little smarter, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss what's coming next. Silent warnings, everyday products you still buy, but maybe shouldn't. We're not selling anything. We're just here to help you not buy the wrong thing. See you in the next video, and next time you won't be walking into Walmart alone. So there you have it, 10 everyday items that seem convenient, but may cause more trouble than you think. And every one of them comes from real experiences shared by the people working behind the counter every single day. Maybe you've bought some of these before. Maybe you're still using them. But if today you learned even one thing that helps you avoid wasting money, then this wasn't a warning. It was empowerment. Have you ever fallen for a bargain at Walmart that turned out to be a big regret? Drop a comment below your experience might save someone else's wallet. And if this video helped you shop a little smarter, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss what's coming next. Silent warnings. Everyday products you still buy, but maybe shouldn't. We're not selling anything. We're just here to help you not buy the wrong thing. See you in the next video, and next time you won't be walking into Walmart alone.